Hello, hello, hello. Antphrodite here, your pop culture psychic. So, another pop culture emergency reading. Manny Mua, you're up for psychic review. So I watched the video. Obviously, if you don't know, Manny posted a video 1 year later from being quote-unquote canceled and all his drama. And I think Manny's been watching my videos because he talked about sympathy and empathy, almost verbatim what I've been saying for a while in my videos and in my stream. And I'm really proud of him for that because that's good. That's a really good sign. Now, we're going to see what's in store for him in his life and if he's been being sincere or not. But I did enjoy the video. It does seem like he's self-reflecting from the video. It seemed okay. I mean, I personally wish he would have went all the way in. But here's what I can tell you. The energetic pull that I got off of that video was fear. I mean, he was terrified. And I know he touched on it a little bit when he was like, yeah, I've been afraid. I don't want to be in drama. That's real because all I got was fear. Like, I'm surprised he posted that because it felt like he was scared, crapless to post that. So that all I felt was fear out of it, which I get, anxiety, fear, and hesitation, which makes sense, right? Because he's terrified of being canceled again. So we're going to go ahead and see what's in store for him. I watched the video and I personally, he mentioned Xans, and, those are dangerous. And Xans do turn off the empathy in you and kind of make you a little bit zombie-like. So I wouldn't be surprised if that was a big part of it. But he did own up to a lot. So we're going to go ahead and do a reading for Manny and see what's in store for him. So let's just go ahead and get started. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay, so the Ten of Cups is reversed. The Ten of Cups would be your environment, but the Ten of Cups is also friend groups, and the Sun's reverse with the Strength card. So he has held on to one friend that needs to go. There is one last friend in his life that is not good for him, not suited for him, and needs to go. One. He's holding tightly to them, and they might be holding tightly to him. They need to go. They don't suit him at all. In fact, I'm a little bit worried about their impact on him because this is someone that's had a negative impact on him before. So there is one person that needs to go. Yeah. So he is showing up as a hermit, which is good because hermit is isolation and introspection. So he's definitely focusing more inward, focusing on himself, and definitely trying to find himself. So that is authentic. That's really authentic. That is the truth. The Chariot is upright as well. The Chariot is about progress, slow and steady. So he has been making strides in finding himself because he was lost. The High Priestess is reversed, though, which means not fully healed and also massive trust issues. Super massive trust issues. And I do think that he has trusted one person that he shouldn't have. And I'm not going to lie to you, I am worried about blackmail. When I get to the Dark Mirror Oracle deck, we will see a little bit more in depth with this. But the Three of Cups is jealousy, gossip, hearsay, distrust, disloyalty. The Ten of Pentacles is about money and status. And the Three of Pentacles is his job. This is a direct threat to his career. Someone has a receipt on him and holding him hostage. I don't even know if he's aware of this. He might be aware of this, but someone has a receipt on him and is holding him hostage, 1,000%. In fact, I'm worried about someone sneakily emailing a potential business partnership with him. This is someone potentially sneakily emailing someone and being like, oh, Manny this, oh, Manny that, ruining a deal for him, and this is someone that he thinks is a friend. Not to make him paranoid, but I'm being honest with you. This is someone that he either thinks is a friend or is close to. This is literally a betrayal. So I know this reading is a little bit crazy, but I see it. The Three of Cups. I mean, this person is not your friend, dude. It's not your friend. This is sabotage. 1,000%. I'm telling you. Now, do I think that they'll be successful? They might, but the problem here is that this is something that they've done before, and it won't affect his bottom line. So, because I see prosperity for him, this means that his career is going to start to increase again, and I do see money coming to him and opportunities coming to him. So even if this fell apart, another one would come, but I don't think it's going to be as effective. This is just same old, same old. This person has done this before, and they get an eye roll from most people. So even if it's effective, it won't be permanent. He's tried to separate from this friend before. 100% has tried to separate from this person before, and it's gone cold. The Ace of Cups is reversed with the Ace of Pentacles as well. He needs to be careful. Again, this is another issue. The Ace of Cups would be about love and romance. I don't know if he's in a relationship. I probably should have done my research. It's like my number one phrase this time. I don't know if he's in a relationship, but I am worried because I pulled the Ace of Pentacles, and there is someone that's going to try to get close to him. And I'm a little bit worried about this because the Ace of Pentacles is money and status. And I do see him as generous when he loves and cares about someone. And this person is going to prey on that. So I'm a little bit worried about this person. Now, I don't know his relationship status. I'm assuming, I mean, he's successful, so usually they have someone. I'm sure he's probably dating someone or has someone around them. But this Ace of Cups and Ace of Pentacles is upright, which means like someone is going to try to get to him. So if he's in a relationship, they will try to weasel their way in. If he's not in a relationship, there will be a potential. It usually, when cards are like this, it's usually about someone weaseling their way in. So they will try. And he needs to be careful. Yeah. Knight of Wands, Four of Wands, and Queen of Swords. So there is someone who's going to try to weasel your way in. I don't know how much clout chasing it is as much as it's like, I want what you have. So I guess technically it would be considered clout chasing, but they're more about the money than anything. So he just needs to be careful about letting this person in because this will be someone that will try to befriend him first and then make it weird. So he just needs to be very careful with his boundaries. I know this is probably frustrating because I've just made him even more paranoid, but I gotta be honest with what I see. The Knight of Wands is upright, so it's someone who's very attractive, potentially like a model or something. They're attractive. Knight of Wands, they're bold, passionate, impulsive, potential fire sign, but they're attractive. Four of Wands is upright as well, which means it's in the environment, which means like they're close in proximity to what he does. So it's like an adjacent industry. That's why I said it's like feels like model energy. I'm not sure though. It's just someone who's adjacent. The Queen of Swords is upright as well. So I'm going to be very, very, very honest here as well. He's afraid of being seen as like aggressive or, you know, he's afraid of his word choice. In this particular instance, he needs to make sure that he's not people pleasing in order to avoid a scandal. Because the Queen of Swords is like, you're allowed to be a little bit aggressive with this person. You're allowed to say what you really mean and you're allowed to kind of stand up for yourself because he's afraid to stand up for himself. In this particular instance, he needs to. I do think he'll be able to avoid this or swat it away, but he needs to make sure that he's not afraid to say it. Not afraid to say it. Especially because this person has connections to another person in the industry. This is like not the first time they did this. This is not the first time that this boy has done this. This boy has a habit of doing this. Okay. Page of Wands is upright. So Page of Wands is really good for his creative energy. He's been feeling creatively stifled. That's about to change. So I am seeing an up peak in inspiration. And I also see a bigger platform. So this would be about him being able to speak himself in a different platform. I don't know. So that could be like, I mean, girl, he could start up a Twitch channel. I don't know what this is. It could be a podcast. Whatever it is, it's a different way of getting to know Manny. It doesn't mean that it's not part of what he does. Like, it could be makeup related, but I'm going to be honest with you, it seems different because Two of Wands is like juggling two different ideas and he's afraid to pull the trigger. Like, this is a different thing that he needs to do. Manny, if you're watching this, you need to do this. They need to see this part of you. They need to see this part of you. It's literally going to change your life. The Seven of Wands is being an underdog and proving yourself. It's like, I suck at this, but I'm going to do it anyways. They need to see this. In fact, Manny, the audience wants to see you struggle. The reason why we connect with influencers is because they're just like us, right? When they first start. And we like to see them sort of struggle in the beginning and then grow. And right now he's just successful and grown. So we need to see him struggle again. And that's basically what he needs to do. It's a brand new adventure. He needs to just dive right into it. I think he's an Aries, so he should be okay with this. I don't remember his sign. I think he's an Aries. But he needs to just dive head first and not think about it because right now he's overthinking. Stop overthinking. Stop it. Uh-oh. Girl, the Knight of Pentacles is reversed. Ooh. Okay, it's next to the Devil card. Uh-oh. I do see a relapse. Now I know that he mentioned that like he was struggling a little bit with like, now he didn't go super in depth, but like he said he was like taking Xanax and doing things. I am worried about self-medication creeping its ugly head. Because self-sabotage, Devil card, and Knight of Pentacles. I am a little bit worried. I don't know if he's an addict. I obviously wouldn't know. And I can't give health advice or medical advice. I'm not a doctor. But what I can see is unhealthy habits returning. But these are self-sabotaging, so it's not a scandal. It's an inner turmoil. So there's something that he uses to cope that I am worried about creeping its ugly head. The World is upright in the Page of Swords. So the World would be like, you know, something coming back, right? That's like a habit that's coming back that was formed. The Page of Swords upright and the Knight of Swords. So I do see potential for that. And the Knight of Swords is like refusing help, and the Page of Swords would be about fighting. So I do see some of his friends having to kind of look, if you're a friend of Manny's and you see behavior that you're sort of condoning or you don't like, do not be afraid to fight him on it, because he does need straightforward people. And I don't think that he has bad people in his life, but he needs people that are a little bit more aggressive. I'm going to be honest. I think he needs people that are a little bit more aggressive, because I am seeing him fall slightly. It's not going back into old habits completely, but it's a coping mechanism. It's a coping mechanism that is set to return that is not healthy. That's why it's reading as like relapse, because it's like a coping mechanism that's not healthy that will return, that he's not going to even realize that it's happening unless someone is like, hey, watch it. He needs this. He needs that, okay? So it's not a giant concern currently, but if it's not caught early on, he'll get into trouble again. So that's it. Not like terrible, okay? I mean, a little bit worrisome, but not terrible. Lovers is upright, King of Pentacles is upright, and Eight of Pentacles is reverse. Oh no. Okay. Oh my God, Manny, where's the good part? I mean, we did get some good stuff. Manny boo, you girl. Okay, I'm seeing the Lovers card, the King of Pentacles, and the Eight of Pentacles reverse. Dude, there's a potential collab that he needs to say no to. Flat out. It's a collaboration with another individual. He needs to say no. This will not make you look good, Manny. This will not make you look good. If I don't know if Manny watches that, he probably won't. But Manny, if you're watching this, if your stomach feels tight, the answer is no. If it feels open, the answer is yes. Quiet your mind for 10 minutes and practice that. It's your intuition. This is going to make you look bad. Really bad. Okay, Four of Cups is upright, which means it's like it's emotionless. The Nine of Swords is like stress and anxiety, and the Queen of Pentacles is reverse. King of Pentacles and Queen of Pentacles, it benefits their career more than yours. Completely benefits their career more than yours. It's another influencer. It benefits their career so much more than yours. So much more than yours. Do not get duped. Don't get duped. Don't get duped. Seriously, do not get duped. I'm telling you, don't get duped. Point blank period. Listen to me. Don't do this. Don't do this. I'm adamant about this. I don't give a crap. Okay, so do I think that Manny is being authentic in the video? Yes. Empress is self-love, self-care, and also a really good sign at finding your purpose. So one of the things Manny needs to remember is that in life, we evolve and grow, and he's learned that, right? I do think that he's going to find another love. It's not that he's going to give up makeup, but I see a switch. Not completely, but like a shift in focus. So even if he uses makeup to get to this, it's like a different like focus. Because Magician is upright, which is like communication and even like part of purpose. It's like how we filter our purpose. And the Two of Cups is reversed. So it's basically just learning that like what once was a love of mine may no longer be. But even if it is, it adjusts. So again, I've already talked about this in the earlier. It's just more information. I'm going to go ahead and pull from the Dark Mirror Oracle deck so we can kind of see a little bit more about some of the warnings I saw. I also want to dive into his love life. a little bit more, so I'll re-pull for that as well. But first, let's see. So these are like my oh crap cards. I'm going to be honest. Listen, I am neutral. I don't pick sides. I can only tell you what I see, okay? And I'm on Team Antphrodite. But what I can tell you is this. Downcast Pride is exactly the card I was hoping to pull for him, because that means that he has let go of his ego. The Is This Me card is a great self-reflection card. It means that he's starting to realize that he caused a lot of issues himself, and that is definitely the card I wanted to see. And Peaceful Among Thorns means that he's trying to keep peace and serenity and not cause problems. That is authenticity. Listen to me. You may not like him. That's your prerogative, your opinion. I don't know him. I've never met him. I'm sure he's a nice person. What I can tell you is this is authenticity across the board. Healing, authenticity, and trying to keep things cool, calm, and collected. Like I said before, don't shoot the messenger. I don't care if you don't like someone. I can only tell you what I see. Okay? As an unbiased individual that really doesn't care in the grand scheme of things, only thing I can tell you is this is authentic and this is growth. So, yep. In fact, the Queen of My Own World card tells me that he realized that he was getting everything he wanted. This is the saddest card. He realized he was getting everything he wanted, but it didn't mean anything, and he didn't feel anything. Again, Xanax, he didn't feel anything. Like nothing. Like his emotions were turned off. He felt nothing. Literally, Queen of My Own World is like, I've had everything. I've made my palace, and I have everything I've ever wanted, but I'm still not happy. So that's literally what he was talking about. This is authentic. This is literally authentic. Okay, I do need to call him out on one thing. Obsession. That right there tells me that he is still stuck slightly. He's still stuck slightly on one piece of old drama. There's one particular piece of that puzzle that was not uncovered and is not common knowledge that he has not let go of. There's one piece that just grinds his gears. Obsession. He's obsessed with it. He's like, this is frustrating. And you know what? Here's what I'll tell anyone in this position. Anything that's ever done in the dark always comes to light, okay? And sometimes we don't understand why things happen the way they do, and we also don't understand what led up to them. And so one of the things that is always frustrating is, like, let's say someone does something and you feel like they deserve something, they didn't get their punishment. They may have a reason for that. Like, they may have a reason for it. And it's, you know, it's difficult because you can't sit there and judge people, and you can't see people want to be condemned or anything like that. But what you have to remember here is that there are situations that are above us. So there are always wheels turning, there are always gears turning, and there's always things adjacent. And I'm going to be very blunt. If I pulled obsession, it means that things are not what they seem. Okay? I'm going to re-pull for that situation because I'm curious. But things are not what they seem, and he needs to be careful about that. Okay. So I set the intention for this deck to see reversals because I need a little bit more specific information. So this time I am reading reversals for this one. Y'all see the Scorpio card. And the Libra. So the Venus card is reversed, the Saturn card is upright, and the Uranus card is upright. So this would be the curveball and the change that he's enacting in his career and in his individuality. The Saturn card is a life lesson that was learned. In fact, this is Saturn return. Good luck. I think he's born the same year as me, so girl's coming. And the Venus card is reversed, which means his money was affected, but even his friendships and stuff. So that is the drama situation. We're aware of that. The Scorpio card and the Libra card here is quite interesting. So, yeah, I am seeing... I mean, the Neptune card's upright with Libra. So Neptune and Libra, how do I put this? Neptune... Look, he's got a very, 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 very good shot at re-listening and relearning his intuition. But if I pull Libra and Neptune and Scorpio, I'm just going to be honest, he does not understand balanced relationships. His relationships are either all the way in his favor or all the way out of his favor. And he's learning that. And he's going to learn this again. I'm telling you, that explains the beginning of this reading. He's going to learn that again. Now, this Scorpio card is also about that obsession and that revenge that I saw previously. It's bubbling under the surface. So what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to re-pull for two things. The first thing I want to re-pull on would be this obsession, this frustration, because I want to see, I mean, I know he's probably never going to watch this video, but if on the chance that he does, I want to show him why that situation is not going the way he feels it should. Because to me, it reads as like an overarching issue that he's not aware of and something out of the control of the individual. And the other thing I want to pull on is his love life. He has to have a relationship. So I do want to pull on that because I did see someone trying to come in and cause problems. I mean, even if he's single, it doesn't matter. It's still going to be valid information. So the first thing we're going to look at is that obsession. That bothers me. So I do want to see if I can give more clarity. I never want to leave people hanging. If I see issues, I always want to make sure that I have a solution or at least some sort of warning that can help them adjust and avoid, or at least make things smoother than they initially were. Because remember, what I do is essentially to help others. Oh yeah, and remember, these are for entertainment purposes only. It's all alleged. So let's go ahead and pull. Oh my God. Yep, Six of Wands, beware of the ego and pride, because like I said before, this is bigger than just surface level. We gotta let go of that pride. The King of Swords is upright and the Four of Pentacles is reversed. Listen to me. King of Swords is selfish energy, but it's also the way we speak and what we say, and the Four of Pentacles is reversed. I'm just gonna be blunt. I'm gonna be blunt here. A lot of things that happened may not be justified, but the reasons for them happening are real. And so it's very difficult to find a way to place blame on anything here. The Nine of Cups upright, the Six of Cups upright, and the King of Pentacles reverse. He did get what he was looking for in this situation. This is the past. This is about getting what we want in the King of Pentacles. There was a hit taken. He's just not aware of it. So there was justice. He's not aware of it. He needs to trust that. A fight, pick and choose your battles. A fight not worth having. Chariot, getting over it. And Queen of Cups is reverse. It did have an impact, but we're talking politics here. And he needs to accept that. Okay? He needs to worry about growth and change and just kind of let go of that, because it's the last piece and he's got to let go of it. Okay? That's very, very, very straightforward there. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and re-pull for a relationship just to see a little bit more. I mean, he's got to be in a relationship, right? Actually, I should ask the chat on Twitch. Is he in a relationship? I'm looking at the chat really quick. Is he in a relationship? As I reshuffle, can someone tell me quick? He is, right? Yes, he seems to be. Is it public? Yeah? Okay. Girl, you better watch out. What'd I tell you? There's a third party trying to come in and cause mess. I told you. I told you. Three of Cups, baby. Be careful. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep. Girl, you see my dick card, right? Ace of Wands, girl. I'm telling you. There's a third penis. I am telling you. Ace of Swords is regrets. Eight of Cups upright and Temperance. This person's going to try and bait him. I see someone trying to bait you, Manny. I'm telling you. The Wheel of Fortune says they see you as a golden ticket. The Two of Swords is reversed, and the Five of Wands, avoid and don't give any ammunition. The Death card and the Five of Swords, this person will literally hold any receipt you give them, any conversation you have, any text message, any message on Instagram. Girl, it don't matter, any DM. Girl, this person will be screenshotting. Six of Swords, be careful of your internet footprint. Be careful of who you're DMing, and I don't care. I'm telling you, this person is going to literally take a screenshot of a DM or a message and cause some mess, girl. I'm telling you. Listen to me. Look. King of Cups is reversed, Emperor is upright, and Seven of Cups. This person has done this before. I'm telling you, they've done this before. In fact, this person will be messaging multiple people. Seven of Cups. It's like, girl, I'm taking a chance on all these people. I'm telling you. Emperor is upright, baby. This person, no bueno. Yep, trying to catch you. They trying to catch you. Trying to catch your ass. Eight of Swords. As far as his relationship goes, I'm not pulling too much information about it. It's just I can only tell you what I see. I'm sure he probably wants that more to himself anyways. I can get information on influencers, but I'm not going to get all their deep, dark secrets. If they don't want something public, it's probably not going to be public. So, who cares? The only thing I can tell you is what I see, which is this issue with this other person. I'm telling you, they're going to come in and try to cause mess. You better be careful. I'm telling you, you better be careful. Girl, if you need help, hit me up. I got you. That's the only thing I can tell you. I don't think he's going to watch this. Nobody knows. I'm literally irrelevant. But on the off chance that he does watch it, I can help you out. But what I'll leave this reading on is very simple. I do think that he's changing. I do think he's evolving. I do think that he's going to have some sort of relapse or like pull back into one of his coping mechanisms he's going to be careful with. I do see a third party trying to get into his relationship. Potential model or something like that. They've done this before in the past, and they're going to go for multiple people at once. Cloudy McClouderson. I also see an opportunity for him to work with another influencer that will look terrible for him and only benefit the other person. He needs to be careful of that. Don't get story-eyed. I do see another person in his life that he's currently friends with that is going to sabotage something or try to. He already knows that this person's a bad seed. He just doesn't know how to get rid of them, to be honest with you. It's like being held hostage or captive. And I do see a new transition for him. It's a new type of way to express himself that he needs to go into. It's not beauty related. It could start off that way, but it shouldn't end that way. It's something different. Like I said, it's like, girl, you better do Twitch or something, or podcast or something. People want to see more you. The authenticity needs to be brought back, and they want to see him struggle a little bit, right? You want to see him kind of be green at something or a novice and learn. He needs to shed his fears. So, girl, I'm just worried. I'm a little bit worried about that boy. Listen, maybe he'll watch this and he'll avoid it. Because, like, girl, what I'll tell you is this. That boy, there are two things that could cause another scandal for him. The boy and the influencer. So he needs to watch out for a boy. He needs to watch out for an influencer. Those are the two that could potentially cause issues for him. I honestly don't know who that could be. I wish that I knew who that could be so I could maybe help a little bit more, but I have no freaking idea. To be honest with you, I'm probably the worst person to ask because I'm just now learning about all the dynamics, so even if I saw more information, I wouldn't be able to pinpoint who that is. So yeah, I don't know. That's kind of it. So that's what I see for Manny. If you guys like this, make sure you subscribe and hit the bell button for notifications. Also, make sure you follow me on Twitch, on Instagram, and Twitter, Antphrodite. I stream all the time. Go to Antphrodite.com and sign up for the newsletter. Per private readings, I might have a small batch soon. Listen, I'm trying, okay, but my schedule keeps changing. TwitchCon is coming up soon. I will probably make a video when I get my meet and greet date. But if you guys want to meet me at TwitchCon, September 27th to 29th in San Diego, I will have a meet and greet. But I'll also be walking around the convention center, so you'll be able to see me. So if you're in San Diego during those times, come to TwitchCon, girl. You'll be able to meet me. I'm an ambassador, so I'll have everything. You'll see me. They'll put my name on the board or whatever. Something like that. I mean, there's only 12 of us, so. The top 20 winners are getting flued out. All expenses paid for. But yeah, also cameo.com/Antphrodite for a shout out. Also, what celebrity do you want me to read? Because I'm going to be honest with you. There are two celebrities that are like mostly requested right now. But for me personally, and I talk about this on my Twitch stream all the time, the number one person that I would love to do a reading on, and I wish I could meet them in person because I got to know, girl, Logan Paul. We've been talking about it, and everyone keeps messaging me like, I think Logan's changing, and I want to know. Like, he's like, the only one that's requested more than Logan Paul is the Delanos. But everyone keeps requesting a Logan Paul reading. They're like, I want to know more. I'm looking at the spread, by the way. I'm sorry. I'm like fascinated by this. They all want to know if Logan's really changing because everyone has told me they felt an energetic difference in him and he looks different. So I want to do a reading on Logan soon. I also want to meet him in person because I got to see, girl. He's like the most controversial person ever and I need to see for myself. I need to see for myself. Like, that's my wish, girl, is to be able to see and feel him out myself so that I can, like, you know, that's like one of those things you got to feel firsthand. Like, girl, what's the tea? What's the tea in crumpets? So we'll see. But yeah, that's what I see. So I hope you guys like that, and stay tuned for more. Bye, guys.